must say a pleasant good afternoon. We're here at the Ultimate Sports Club. Ultimate Masters going up against Winners Edition. What a beautiful day for cricket. Winners Edition had won the toss and elected to Ultimate Masters, my mistake, won the toss and elected to bat first. You got Gary Williams and Gary Pink, who is opening the batting for Ultimate Masters. The bowler is Mikhail Miller, who had bowled 2 overs so far. Score is 1 for no run. Ultimate. That's a good ball there. Got a little pace behind it. Two for no runs, Ultimate Masters. That one was just dropped. Soft hand on the onside. They take a quick single. So at the end of the first over, the score is 3 for no runs, Ultimate Masters up against Winners Edition. Gary Williams and 2, Gary Pink and 1. So it could be an out. No, it fell over it went over his head and they come back for the second. From the Seaside end is Brian Combs. That's a good one. He just tuck it on the onside. The bowler fields. No run. 5 for no loss. So while the score moves on to 19 for no loss, they are in the third over. Ultimate Masters, Gary Pink on 12. Make that Gary Williams on 12, my mistake. Gary Pink on 6. Miller, who is bowling his second over for 8 runs. Combs had bowled 1 over for 11 runs. And that one was hit back over the bowler's head. But there's a fielder on the long on. Comes around and it should be just a single. Wayne Koff, is fielding on the long on boundary, and comes around, and they were able to just get a single. That one, he played the square of the wicket. The fielder is there, but he misfield, so they were able to cross for a comfortable single. Score moves on to 21 for no loss. Ultimate Masters. So at the end of the third over, the score is 21 for no loss. Ultimate Masters, Gary Pink on 7, Gary Williams on 13. 13 from 13 with 2 fours, and Gary Pink 7 from 5 balls with 1 4. Miller had now bowled 2 overs for 10 runs, and Combs 1 over for 11 runs. 21 for no loss. We're here with the USA Masters cricket competition. Starting since last Saturday. That one could go for 4. Should run away to the fence. It's now in the fence for 4. That was a beautiful shot by Gary Pink. That ball was pitched on the mid stump, and he just flicked it out his pad down to the fine leg boundary for 4. That one was hit on the pad. They take a single. Score moves to 34 for no loss. That one was hit back over the bowler's head. It could be 4. No. It was some good feeling down there, and I think they just picked up a single because they decided not to run. So the score moves to 34 for no loss after 5.2 overs. That one was gently played out in the backward point area, fielded, but again, it's an easy single. Score moves to 36. Ultimate Masters, Gary Pink and Gary Pink and 19. Gary Williams on 16. A swing there and miss by Gary Williams that went over the ball is gaining some height with that ball. It went over the center stumps. But the batsman was fortunate enough that he got away with that. That was a slower one. He hit back over the bowler's head. They call for 1. The fielder right on top of it, and that's all they'll get. So with 5 balls, with 5 ball bowled in the over, the score is 37 for no loss. Ultimate Masters. That one should go all the way. One bounce in the fence for 4. Ultimate Masters now 41 for no loss. All right, the mic off. The mic off. So at the end of the 6th over, the score is 41 for no loss. Ultimate Masters up against Winners Edition. As you can hear the noise on the outside, that first ball was bowled by Moody. It was a gently pace. Seems like it was the off break, but did not turn. Hit him square, and the umpire did not hesitate to put up that dreaded finger. So Gary Williams had been out for 17. The score is now 41-1, Ultimate Masters. The new batsman to the crease is Orville Pennant. A batsman who's known for making huge scores. Start off usually very timely and then excel. That one he's played it down to deep mid-wicket. And picked up a single. Score moves to 42. Outside the off stump, the batsman watch it goes through to the keeper. That was played down to long off. It should be just a single. Fielded by Wayne Cuff. Send the toe back in. It beats the fielder, hit the stumps. I must apologize for that fielder is Brown, who is down there on the long on boundary for the right-hander. I guess Cuff is now at mid-wicket. That one was played in the covers. They get one, but that's all the batsmen decide of taking. So at the end of the 7th over, the score is 44-1, Ultimate Masters. Kiki, at least you know your husband from far. So while the score moves on to 52 for 1, Ultimate Masters. Gary Pink is on 27 from 25. Orville Pennant is on 4 from 10. The bowler from the seaside end is Wayne Koff. That one was hit down to long off. There's a man there and he missed it and it went in the fence for 4. So here it is at Pennant who they had just dropped Pennant down on the long off boundary. That's the third catch that had went and was put down. 58 for 1. So after 10 overs, the score is 60 for 1, Ultimate Masters. 10 overs, so they're taking a well-deserved water break. Unfortunately for Winners Edition, there was like 4 catch that was put down. Orville Pennant is on 12, Gary Pink on 27. Wayne Koff had bowled 2 overs for 14 runs. Moody had bowled also 2 overs for 5 runs with 1 wicket. 60 for 1, Ultimate Masters. So while the game resumed after the water over, after the water break, score moves to 61 for 1. Ultimate Masters up against Winners Edition. Gary Pink is on 27 and Orville Pennant is on 12. The bowler is Troy Baptiste. He's bowling his first over. And that's a no ball signal by the umpire. And that could be an overstep. So he's signaling a free hit. That one was played out in the covers. But there's a man doing the sweeping. They call for 2, and the pennant decide he'll just take 1. Gary Pink not too satisfied with the idea of pennant just jogging. That one is played down to fine leg. Now the bowler tell him the non-striker decide that he's not going to run. So it seems like now there's a little issue going on, because you can see he was sitting on his bat and didn't even attempt to get off his bat. That one was played down to mid-wicket. It beats the short mid-wicket fielder, but there's a man doing the sweeping, and they picked up a single. The score moves on to 65-1. Ultimate Masters. Pennant and 14, Pink and 29. That one was slapped past the cover fielder, but again there's a man who is doing the sweeping, and he sent back a bullet into the keeper, but they were able to take a comfortable 2. So at the end of the 11th over, while I'll wait on the scorecard, but just to let you know, we're here at the Ultimate Sports Park in Discovery Bay / Runaway Bay, St. Anne, the garden parish of Marcus Garvey and Bob Marley. And again, this is in Jamaica. A beautiful day for cricket, overlooking the ocean. And if you looked about 90 miles from here, then you'll find Cuba. Only 90 miles from here. And as you know, when you're on the ocean, the miles, I understand, it's a little shorter. That's what they say. I could not confirm that, because there's a change of bowling from the seaside end. That one was played down to long off. I think the new bowler is Bacchus. Bacchus, one of those cricketers that's been around for quite some time, known for his medium pace swing bowling, playing for South Shore in Florida. He's now playing up in Central Florida. A swing and a miss there by Gary Pink, who is on 31 from 29, the 3-4s. 67-1, Ultimate Masters. Make that 68-1. Ultimate Masters, they are in the 12th over. That one, it could be out caught, but let's see where it goes. Now then falls into no man's land. The man on the long off boundary comes off, but were unable to get close, and they cross for a single. Score moves to 68+1. one was hit hard and high. There's a man there, but it's all the way over his head for 6. Down to long off. That's a good shot there by Pennant. Ultimate Masters moves to 75 for 1. They are in the 12th over. Bacchus running in. Down the leg. Pennant swings and miss. Umpire signals wide. So while the field is, you got a short wide third man, or could call it backward point. You got a cover point. That one was hit down to long off. There's a fielder there. It should be just a single. So for the right-hander, which is Gary Pink, you got a backward point. You got a man in the covers. A long off, a long on, short mid-wicket, a deep mid-wicket. That one is down the leg, beats the keeper. They get one. They're thinking about the second. They won't get it. There's a fielder comes around and sends a bullet into the keeper. He picks up a single. And the umpire is signaling a wide, so it's 2 added to the score. So the bowler is having a little issue with the right and left hand, and the batsmen realize that, so they're taking a lot of singles. That one was played in the covers. It could go for 4. No, there's a man who is sweeping. It should be a single. He sends back in. He relay it back to the bowler. So that's the end of the over. The score is 79 for 1, Ultimate Masters. the batsmen now capitalizing on those drop catches. Both batsmen were put down and now they're capitalizing on that. The score is 90-1, Ultimate Masters. They're in the 13 over. Gary Pink is moved on to 40 and Pennant is on 27. We got the current run rate is 7.18 and the projected score is 144. Got a partnership so far of 50 from 40. The batsman out was Gary Williams, who was out leg before for 17. That one played in the covers, should be fielded, no run. So at the end of the 13th over, the score is 91-1. Ultimate Masters up against Winners Edition. We're here at the Ultimate Sports Club in Discovery Bay / Runaway Bay in St. Ann, the Garden Parish. Hey, what's up? It will be Clark to continue. Donald, aka Bacchus Clark. The batsman plays that one gently out in the covers, fielded, and it takes a comfortable single. I think the fielder did the right thing not to throw it, because just in case it had passed, then I think they would end up get a nice 5 runs. But the score moves on to 92-1. That one could go all the way. Wow, it went for 4. Obviously, the fielder on the backward square leg did not see that ball, and it went one bounce in the fence for 4. If him did see it, then I move to it. If him did see it, then I move to it. So the score moves on to 96 for 1. That was hit back past the bowler. There's a fielder there on the long off boundary. Sends it back into the bowler. They cross for a single. 97 for 1, Ultimate Masters. Gary Pink on 41. Arville Pennant on 32. So it's Donald Clark as the cloud comes overhead for just a little, and that one was hit out to long off. There's a fielder there and he took the catch. So Gary Pink has been out, caught on the long off boundary, and Ultimate Masters had lost their second wicket for 97 runs in the 14th over. That was a good catch there on the boundary. It was well judged because he was right back on the boundary. He came forward and then he got to go back. Well, that was a good catch there. But Gary Pink had been gone for 41. 97 for 2, Ultimate Masters up against Winners Edition.
game at Ultimate. Will win two and lose three. So we end up not getting into the semi-final.
So as you can hear in the background, we got Vinton Crawford, who is on the telephone, but that's how we do it here. I mean, as long as we are not saying anything unusual, it's no problem. He's smiling back here in the booth. So while the ball returns, it's Donald Clark. The new batsman is Lascelles Davis. $97.42. A swing and a miss. Thank you. Come back to. No, again. Thank you. So while we start the 15th over, that one was hit down to Langon. There's a fielder coming around. They get one. They're coming back for the second. They'll make it pretty easy. That was a miss hit there by Pennant. He's on 34 from 28, 3 fours and 1 6 in 99.42 Ultimate Masters. That one was played down to fine leg. It couldn't run away because there's a fielder all the way down to mid wicket is coming around, and it runs in the fence for 4. And now we're in 3 figures, 103 for 2 Ultimate Masters. Pennant just played that one right forward like it was he's playing test cricket. But again, he's known for playing straight and hitting hard like that one, and he should be out. That was a beautiful ball there, and saw Pennant advancing down the wicket and missed on the keeper, did the rest. That was some good keeping there by the keeper. That keeper is Ainsley. The bowler is Troy. So Pennant is gone for 38 from 32. 4 fours and 1 6. The new batsman is Omar Anderson. So while we get the starting of the 16th over, score is 105 for 3, Ultimate Masters. Davis, who is off the mark with a 2. Omar Anderson not yet to get off the mark. That one was hit hard and high. There's a fielder there. He's going back. He's going back. He hit the fence. That was a beautiful hit there by Davis. And he was very confident on that he did not even move from the crease. Well, the score moves to Nelson. 1-1-1. 1-1-1 for 3 Ultimate Masters. Swing outside the half stump, umpire signals a wide. That one was played in the covers, fielded, no run. Anderson still not off the mark. 113 for 3. Davison 9. Anderson yet to score. That one he get an outside edge, and it could have run away to the fence. No, it's gonna stop just short of the fence, but there's a Don Sampson who chase. And he sends it back in, and they picks up the 2. The score moves on to 115 at the end of the 16th over. At the end of the 16th over, the score is 116 for 3. Ultimate Masters up against Winners Edition. Davis, Lascelles Davis on 9. Omar Anderson on 3. You in a rush? Okay. All right, that's good. So it's a Moody return after bowling 2 overs for 5 runs with 1 wicket. That one was hit in the covers. There's a fielder there doing the sweeping, and they do a relay there, but they were able to cross for 2. That one will just turn on the leg. There's a man coming off the backwards curl leg boundary. It could be a run out. Yes, he's out. That was a good feeling there from the man on the, it's a backwards curl leg boundary. sends a good, not a really good throw, but the keeper able to capitalize on all of that and make the adjustment to run him out by a country mile. So it's now 4 wickets are down for Ultimate Masters. 118 for 4. It's Moody who is bowling his third over. There's a wide signal by the umpire who took forever to signal that wide, but it's still a wide. That was hit down to mid-wicket. There's a fielder there and it went all the way. Let's see if it's a 6 or a 4. No, it's one bounce in the fence for 4. There was a man there on the mid-wicket boundary, but unable to get around to stop the one bounce in the fence. And the score moves on to 126 for 4. Christopher Hamilton is on 4 and Lascelles Davis on 9. A swing and a miss outside the off stump. That was a good comeback there by Moody. 126 for 4 after 17 overs. Ultimate Masters up against Winners Edition. As you can see, some clouds coming overhead. But I was told that down here at Ultimate, the rain comes from the north, while I know up in South Florida the rain comes from the sky. So I'll wait to see if I can prove something today. $126 for 4 after 17 over. So it's a new bowler. It's a new bowler coming from the seaside end. Plays and miss outside the off stump. I was told that it was Lewis. I'll just wait and see just to confirm from the scorers. It's Clinton Lewis. Wow, that should go all the way. That was a good shot there. Signal 6 by the umpire. That was a good pickup by Davis. And it's one bounce in defense, but it went all the way over the scoreboard. In the fence. That one was just... That was some good fielding there by Wayne Cuff, who is known for his all-round cricketing. Hamilton is on 14. .133 for 4. They are in the 18th over. Ultimate Masters is Lewis. Some good keeping there by Ainsley. But it was not out signal by the umpire. 133 for 4. Hamilton on 4, Davis on 16. Lewis bowling from the southern end. And now he's out caught behind. The batsman is asking what took place. I guess he get caught. He get caught behind, and the batsman. Listen to this. The batsman he get caught, and the umpire gave him out. But I could remember an incident with Val Campbell. Got bowled and stand up just in the same position after he got bowled. So it's just like on the same end right here at Ultimate Sports Club. I must say a big hello to Mr. Morgan, Mr. Hugh Morgan, who is just getting the DJ boot or the commentator boot. He played earlier today and did a very good job. He had dropped 4 catches, but we can see with him. I'm just kidding. He's here, so I'm just we are just having fun. So while we continue with the live cricket, the score is 134 for 5 Ultimate Masters up against Winners Edition. The new batsman is Jason Spence. It's game time. Yeah, come on. You go, do you hear me? I run block with you. 5. So you can still talk, just no curse too loud.
So Ultimate Masters is 134 for 5 in at 18.1 over.
That's correct. And that's the voice of Hugh Morgan, who did a very good job in helping South Florida Masters win that game today. So that's the voice you're going to hear right now. Good afternoon, Mr. Morgan.
Yes, sir, Tucker. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be sitting next to you, sir, and to be granted this opportunity to to be assisting you with this coverage. So at this moment, Ultimate Masters is 135 for 5 in 18.3 over, and the bowler is Mr. Aber Moody, and he's in his 4th over. He has now bowled 3.2 over, no maiden, 16 runs, 1 wicket. And the batsman on strike is Mr. Jason Spence and Mr. Lassell Davis. Mr. Lassell Davis is 17 runs of 10 deliveries, and he has bowled, and he has hit 2 sixes. And Mr. Moody has now taken his 2nd wicket, and he had now get rid of Mr. Jason's.
No, Davis.
Of Mr. Lassell Davis. Mr. Lassell Davis makes 17 runs of 10 deliveries, and he has hit 2 sixes.
Okay, he's out.
Yes. So the score is now 137 for 5 in 18.3 over. Oh, 137 for 6 in 18.3 over.
137 for 6.
And the new batsman at the creases. What's the new batsman name?
Soon get. This is a little bit late, but usually we just wait.
So Mr. Moody is bowling quite excellent. He has now bowled 3.3 over, no maiden, 17 runs, and he has taken 2 wickets. And the new batsman at the crease is Mr. Corey Phillips. And we heard that he's the great finisher. So here is Mr. Moody, and he's coming from the southern end, and he's about to bowl to Mr. Phillips. It's now 18.4 over. Here is Mr. Moody from the southern end, bowl to Mr. Phillips. And he's clear cut, and the fielder, that's a great Samson. Yes. So he fielded at 3rd man. So Mr. Phillips is now off the mark. So the score is now 138 for 6 in 18.5 over. Here's Mr. Moody. Ball to Mr. Spence. And the fielder misfield on the cow corner boundary, and Mr. Spence was able to score 4 runs. And Ultimate Masters is now 142 for 6 after 19 over.
That was a good shot there by Jason Spence. And he hit that on the cow corner, but there was a fielder there who seems like he misfielded the ball. I don't know if he didn't see that ball, but it beats him in the fence for a well-deserved 4 for Ultimate Masters. They are now 142 for 6 after 19 overs. You had just mentioned a name down there at third slip, which was we can call it 3rd man, 3rd slip, somewhere there, which was Dan Sampson.
Yeah.
I was expecting to see him bowl today, but he did not get a chance to bowl today. But he's a good friend of mine. He's been playing cricket in South Florida and Central Florida for the past 42 years. I've known him for quite some time. He's from, I think, St. Vincent. But it's the last over, and I'll let you take over, Mr. Hugh Morgan.
Yes, and now it's Mr. Lewis from the northern end, bowl to Mr. Spence, and beat him, and it's a bye. So the score is now 143 for 6 after 19.1 over.
Spence batting now. He's batting now.
So here is Mr. Lewis from the northern end to bowl to Mr. Spence. He jumped in, bowled to Mr. Spence. Mr. Spence go on the front foot, the fielder is running in, and that was a lollipop catch, and he misfield. And they were trying to go for two, and he made amends that Mr. Wayne Cuff get a lollipop catch, but he eventually dropped it, but he make amends by making a run out. So,
Mr. Morgan, we got to talk about that because that's the last person you would expect to see drop a catch like that.
Definitely.
I mean, you could have closed your eyes, you could have laid down and just hold your head up and take that catch. You, Wayne Cuff, you wouldn't expect that in. But again, that's how cricket goes.
That's how cricket goes. Mr. Tucker, trust me, a man of Mr. Wayne Cuff caliber, I am definitely surprised. But as what they say, it's a game of uncertainty. But it's all in the game of the cricket. So we all know how that game goes. But he eventually make amends by making a run out. But Ultimate Masters was able to gain an extra run. So they are
obviously not, because they get the run out.
They were trying to go for the second round.
Oh, okay.
So he got run out on the second round.
Which means that ball went up so high.
So high. He was sitting underneath it, well comfortable, but I believe he was just too complacent. And he wasn't able to really call it that simple. In the game, we would say it's a lollipop.
That's a lollipop. That's a lollipop. It's like.
And you could see Mr. Wayne Cuff lying on the ground. I said, no, I couldn't believe that I really floored that one.
That one was played in the covers very gently. It went down to long off, and they were able to scamper for two. Because the fielder came off the long off boundary and just jogged in, and the batsman capitalized on that and goes for the second.
Yes, I believe that was very lame, So the batsman is Mr. Jason. So that's a big shot. The ball is in the air. They are trying to go for two again. Yeah, but the fielder running so fast and limit them down to one run. So Ultimate Masters is at 147 for 7 after 19.4 over. So Mr. Lewis again. Mr. Lewis has bowled 1.4 over, no maiden, 13 runs, 1 wicket. So Mr. Phillips is on strike. Here is Mr. Lewis to bowl to Mr. Spence. And they are going to try to go for two.
And he's run out. Obviously they were talking, but I guess the talking they wasn't communicating good enough, and he was run out. And I don't know why he's standing there arguing, because two wasn't there.
Yes, but Mr. Tucker, as you know, it's the crunch time. So you at this juncture of the game, you're gonna have to try to turn 1 into 2.
Well, the thing about that is you were hoping that the fielder fumble.
Yes.
But he didn't fumble, so it's like.
So it's poor communication between both batters.
And again, maybe it's not poor communication. They were open. If the fielder had fumbled, they could get the 2. But if they didn't fumble, then it's going to be a run out. So
but
they take the chance because they got wicket in hand.
Yes, but I believe the batsman still could have make back his ground, but he was a little bit lazy.
Why he standing there?
Yeah, he was standing outside of his crease, and so the batsman was a bit reluctant, and he was run out by the fielder. So Ultimate Masters is now 148 for 8 after 19.5 over. Yes.
Yeah.
So the current run rate is 7.46 runs per over, and the projected score is 149. The new batsman at the crease is Mr. Miku, and That's the last delivery, and they didn't even attempt to make
And
a
they
run.
could have get it pretty easy. Yeah.
Pretty easy. So I believe Mr. Phillips wasn't backing up enough to press Mr. Meeker to
Yeah, that's right.
really take that finger. You know, so at that moment, at that time of the game, you gotta be really pushing it.
With one ball to go, it's
Yeah, you
like
gotta- yeah.
it's like the commitment is I'm gonna run.
Yeah, you're gonna run.
So whatever happens, you're gonna run. Even
gonna
if
run.
you get out, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
run.
gotta run.
So the score ends up at 148 for 8 in their 20 overs. Ultimate Masters up against Winners Edition. So while we'll be taking an inning break, we should be back in just about 15 minutes from now.
So I was expecting Ultimate Masters to finish on a bang, but the last three batsmen, you know, it seems as if they didn't go out there with a plan. And winners Edition was able to really slow them down in the last 3 overs. So at the end of the 20 overs, Ultimate Masters was able to compile a score of 148 for 8 wickets. And I believe that should be a easy score for Winners Edition Masters based on the fact that they have a good batting lineup. And they have won all 4 games. So I believe this should be a walk in the park for them. But as they said, it's a game of uncertainty. So the ball is round and it's not over not until the fat lady sings. So let's see how Winners Edition Masters will proceed in getting this 148 runs. That's what they said. Runs on the board is already made. So let's see. Mr. Tucker, you can take the floor.
Yeah, it's not, you could say it's not a lot of runs, but it's runs on the board. And I still think it's enough to fight with. Yeah, so like they said, okay, one team make that runs, the next team can go out and fight to win. They should not just said, well, it's not enough. I think they need maybe another 20 more runs to give it a good fight. But again, as I said, runs on the board is runs on the board. They're gonna go out there and winners gonna fight, but ultimate gonna stick to their task and try to make a game out of this. And again, it's their ground, so they have an idea how to bowl on this ground a little bit more than usual.
And yes, and Mr. Tucker, to really pick up from where you left off, this is the Ultimate Masters home ground.
Yeah.
And they have 2 excellent bowler in Mr. Anthony Meeker and Mr. Lassell Davis.
Yeah.
Mr. Lassell
Yeah.
Davis took an hat-trick the other day, and he's bowling pretty well.
He's bowling very good.
Yes. So I believe for Ultimate Masters to win this match, it's gonna.
They gotta go there and give it a fight and
yes.
win.
And Mr. Meeker and Mr. Davis gonna have to really bowl well.
Because if you consider that we had played the game, the first game, and our score was 165, the next team made 157.
157.
So it was pretty close. Even though we said the second game of the day, the wicket is pretty much getting lower.
Lower, yeah.
And maybe for spin bowling, the spinners could do quite a good job. But it's left to see. We'll wait and see after the inning break.
Yes, yes.
So we will return in just about 10-15 minutes from now. Until then, we'll see you in a little while.
Yes, so we are now going to go on a commercial break. So see you in the next 10 to 15 minutes.
So while we're just about to start the second half of the second game, Ultimate Masters, who had made 148 for 8 in their 20 overs. Winners are now replying. Wayne Cuff and Jim Brown, who is at the crease. Umpire is signaling to the scorers, but there was a delay by the scorer of who will be scoring. So it will be Davis to open the bowling from the seaside end. And Cuff hit that one, and it could go all the way. Now it's one bounce in defense of 4 down to Cow Corner. That's a good start there by Wayne Cuff. Was played on the opposite side of the ground on the offside down to long off, and it rushed in the fence for 4. So with 2 balls, the score is now 8 for no loss. Winners edition chasing 148 for 8 made by Ultimate Masters. For no loss after 2 balls. Davis running in to bowl to Wayne Cuff, and Wayne Cuff plays that one, and there's a man there at short mid-off. That one he played it gently out on square of the wicket for no run. That one was played on the onside for a single. Score moves to 9 for no loss. So at the end of the first over, the score is 10 for no loss. Winners edition. Chasing 148 for 8 made by Ultimate Masters. So the new bowler from the highway end is Mika. On the first ball, there was a loud appeal by the keeper, the bowler. Umpire says not out. Again, it was 8 and he's out. Leg before.
Okay, well done, Mika.
So Jim Brown is out leg before for no run. I'd faced just 3 balls. That is a good start there from Mika. Winners edition are now 10 for 1. Still need another 139 more runs with 18.4 overs with 9 wickets in hand. So the new batsman to join Wayne Cuff is Devon Campbell. Right turn batter. Anthony Mika, who is known for his mean bowling. So I can see Pennant, who is directing traffic. You got a first slip, you got a man at cover point, you got a man in the covers, a short, extra cover, a long off, a long on. A man at short mid-wicket and a backward square leg. Second ball. Campbell plays it out in the offside for no run. That one he swings and misses. That doesn't seem like it's the shot that Campbell would want to start with.
Guys, we're not in no rush. We're not in no rush.
And Cuff was just on top of everything and decided that it would take over. So that one was played in the covers and they take a very quick single. That one was played down to long off by Cuff. They will just get a single because there's a man there on the long on boundary. So at the end of the second over, the score is 12 for 1, winners edition. target is now 137 in 18 overs with 9 wickets. Wayne Coffison 10, Devon Campbell and 1. The current run rate is 6.00 and the required run rate is 7.61. Ultimate Masters would made 148 for 8 in their 20 overs. Winners Edition are now 12 for 1. That one was played down to, on the offside, they get a quick single. That one just trickled down the leg. There's a fielder there, but they were able to pick up a quick single. Score moves to 19 for 1. They are in the 3rd over. Cough on 13, Campbell on 3. That was a good ball. It's played on the leg. There's a fielder there. He comes across, do some football, soccer playing, but it's the end of the over, the end of the 3rd over. The score is 18 for 1. Good shot there by Cuff over covers. And rush to the fence for 4. The score moves on to 23 for 1. Down the 4th over. So Cuff had just been caught at short mid-wicket. So Winners Edition are now 23 for 2. Cuff has been out for 17. 17 from 10. Devon Campbell is still there on 5. The new batsman is Troy Baptiste. Just went in the middle to join Devon Campbell. 23 for 2. They're on the 4th over. Outside the off stump, umpire signals are wide. That's again beaten outside the off stump. At the end of the 4th over, the score is 24 for 2. Winners Edition up against Ultimate Masters. Still another 125 more runs with 16 overs with 8 wickets in hand. Baptiste yet to score. Campbell is on 5. Anthony Meeklad now bowled 2 overs, 8 runs, 2 wickets. Lascelles Davis would bowl 2 overs of 15 runs. So it's a change of bowling from the seaside end. It's another single to Campbell. The bowler is Omar Anderson. Bowling his first over. 24-4-2 after 4.2. That's why he played it out in the covers. There's a fielder there, and he chose at the wicket, went over the keeper's head, but
1-1, guys. That was tried. He has on black pass, and Cameron has on blue pass.
score moves up to by 1. Both batsmen are off the mark. That one was played in the covers. There's a fielder there, but you only get a single. So at the end of the 5th over, the score is 26-4-2. Winners edition, chasing 148 made by Ultimate Masters. Instead of a target of 123 runs in 15 overs. Campbell is in 6 and Baptiste and 1. The bowler is Anderson, who bowled 1 over for 2 runs. Meikle would bowl 2 overs for 8 runs with 2 wickets. And he will continue from the highway end. There's an issue at the moment. There's an issue at the moment, but I guess the umpire called a no ball because the bowler had bowled outside the line. 29-4-2. It was played down to long on for a single. So at the end of the seventh over, the score is 35-4-2. Baptiste on 4, Campbell on 11. 11 from 20. Baptiste on 4 from 9. Winners edition 35-4-2 after 7. Chasing 148. They still need another 114 more runs in 13 overs. Anderson now bowled 2 overs for 6 runs, and Meikle 3 overs for 12 runs with 2 wickets in hand. With 2 wickets. leg before? Is it leg before or a stump? Let me. Well, it got to be leg before because the umpire gave him out. So Winners Edition had lost their third wicket. They're now 35 for 3.
You know, when you were sitting there as a spectator, everything you asked me, I answered you. I know we're scoring together, and I'm asking you a question, and you're having a problem.
I mean, I say we can't find somebody who can handle it.
Let me ask you what was your
Yeah,
question.
but it is far from it score. I would say we had somebody. Right, I can't score.
Yo,
So while the score is 44 for 3, winners edition, up against Ultimate Masters, 148 for 8 in their 20 overs. From the seaside end is Andy Snow is bowling his third over. That was a good ball, right in the black hole, but the batsmen were able to dig it out, yes, as they said. He dug it out and get a single, fielded by the man at the short third man. That ball was almost went through the bat. That was a good ball there by Anderson, and some good keeping there by Pennant. 50 for 3. Still need another 99 more runs in 11.3 overs. Down the leg. They're thinking about a single, but it was sent back. Ainsley Edwards an 8 and Campbell an 11. The run rate has been going up just a little. Current run rate is 5.77. The required run rate is 8.74. So it's still not out of reach, but winners edition need to take
I know our system is scoring, but we're there before they start, so we can't start. It still can, man. Eh? You still can do it. No, we can't do it. They need to start all the time.
So while we return to live audio, we're on the 10th over. Should be the water break coming after this over. 52 for 3. That one was played out in the covers. The man of the boundary is coming in. They get one. That's all they'll get. Send it back to the keeper, and they cross for a single. The bowler is Gary Pink, bowling his first over. Omar Anderson had bowled 3 overs for 14 runs. Devon Campbell, who is on 13. Ainsley Edwards on 8. You know, that's why I put that chair there, you know. That's why I put that chair there, because of that, but you go sit up on the chair. Yeah, because I put that chair so you don't walk into it, but you come and sit up on the chair. So it's the end of the 10th over. Score is 55-43. It's the water break. Ultimate Masters, who had made 148 for 8 in their 20 overs. Winners edition are now 55-3 after 10. Still need 94 more runs in 10 overs with seven wickets in hand. Edwards on 10, Campbell on 14. Gary Pinkwood bowled his first over for 5 runs and Anderson 3 overs for 14 runs. We will be back in a short while just after the water break. 55-3, winners edition. So while we moved in the second half of the second inning, that one umpire put up that dreaded finger. So another wicket down for winners edition. I could only tell from here that the batsman played down to the leg, but the umpire is signaling. So the umpire changes signal, and now it's 1 run. So the score is now 58-3. So the umpire had signaled a dead ball to the guy to re-bowl that ball, and again that one played on the onside, no run. 57-3, winners edition. That one was played down to the long on boundary. The man came off the boundary, and but they were able to pick up 2. You got to manage short third man, a backward point, a cover point, a short mid, a man in the covers. You got to. That's an overthrow there. And you would think that this is a Disney play going on. It's like a cartoon cricket. But it's overthrow from overthrow from overthrow, but they end up getting 3. So the score moves on to 62-3. It's the end of the 11th over. So Gary Pink is the bowler. Bowling his second over, 6-2 for 3 winners. Still another 87 more runs from 8.5 overs. A swing and a miss there. There's an appeal for leg before umpire says not out. That one was played down to mid-wicket. Just a single. Six a 3-4-3. That one was hit over mid-wicket, but there's a fielder there. He may not split both of them. No, he stopped it. And they picks up 2. Score moves to 65 for 3. Winners edition. Still need another 64 more runs. And Gary Pink is still tweaking that field, sending the mid-wicket just around a little. A swing and a miss down the leg. Umpire signals a wide. He got the boundary, had been strung off with fielder. That was a low ball, much slower, kept low outside the off stump. 6-6 for 3, winners edition. Ultimate Masters 148 for 8. Edwards and 12, Campbell and 22. Gary Pink had now bowled 2 overs, 9 runs, no wicket. Anderson 4 overs, 21 runs, and it should be a new bowler coming from the seaside end. While the sun is going down in the west. Over in the west, that's where we were yesterday. A very long ride from there to Ultimate, which is like halfway to, from here to Ocho Rios. But while it's getting a little cloudy, the new bowler is Phillips. And we're waiting for the umpire decision. And he's out stump. I don't know why the umpire took so long while the batsman was standing there. So winners edition had lost their 4th wicket. 6-6 for 4. Campbell had been out for stump for 22. 22 from 36 balls. Edwards 12 runs, 14 balls with 1-4. And I can see Campbell making his way back, very dejected with his head down, but at least he have no one to be blamed for that. The new batsman is Donald Bacchus Clark, a batsman that is known for making a lot of runs during his heydays, but we'll see what he can do. player that we played alongside each other for many a times, against each other many a times. But let's see what he can do in his Masters days. That one he played in the backward point area. There's two fielder there, and they get a single, so he's off the mark. The score moves on to 67-44. Still needing another 82 more runs from 7.4 overs. Phillips to bowl to Edwards. Swing down the leg, miss. Umpire signals a wide. That one he played it in the covers. They're thinking about two. But the fielder came off the boundary and sending a bullet to the bowler. They picks up just a single. That one, he's out caught. That was a short ball and he get a top edge. I'm not sure what the issue out there. I'm trying to understand that signal by the umpire, but it seems like it's a dead ball. That one was played on the onside. Shies at the stump. Batsman home safe. What happened a while ago? So that was a good shot there played by Clark. That beats the man at the backward point. And the short third man, it rushed in the fence for four. So one more ball, one more ball. So as the scorer is trying to communicate with the umpires is calling the shot, so we're not paying attention to the scorer. So we could say at the end of the 13th over, the score is 74-4. Winners edition up against Ultimate Masters, who had made 148 for 8. Another 75 more runs in 17 overs. So the current run rate is 5.77 on the required rate. The required rate is going up. It's now 10.57. So we got a man at short mid-wicket, a deep mid-wicket, a man at the cow corner, a long on, a long off. A man doing the sweeping on the offside. You got a man at the cover, extra cover, short third man. The bowler is Gary Pink. Bowling is third over. Bowling to Edwards, who is on 14. And he could be out stumped, but umpire says nope. There was a plea for stump, but umpire says not out. So Edwards is on 14 from 18 with 1-4. Clark is in 6 from 3 with 1-4. A swing down the leg. There's no man there at and you can hear the noise for 2. Umpire signals are wide, so that 2 added to the score. I guess Edwards are getting very tired. Maybe need to get a little refreshment out there. So it will be Clark to take strike. 76 for 4. That one is played back past the bowler. The man missed field, they get 1, but I guess the batsman getting very tired. Gentle playback. So at the end of the 14th over, the score is 79 for 4. Edwards on 14 from 20. Clark, who is on 7 from 4. while the score is 87 for 4. Winners edition. Dada Clark and 10, Edwards and 19. A swing down the leg by Clark. There was no appeal from the bowler or the keeper, which means the umpire is feeling very free about that for no decision. 62 more runs from 4.4 overs.
Well, ball again, Gary. I'm back. You say, "Can I my friend now?" And then take his side again.
And he bowled him.
No, no.
It's
Stump, no. Can't be turned up.
wow. I must take that back. I thought it was bowled, but it was attempted stump. Well, that was a good ball. That was good keeping there from Pennant. That one was played down to Cow Corner. There's a man there. It should be just a single. At the end of the 16th over. Score is 89 for 4. Still need another 60 in 4 overs. Moody. His first ball, he plays it in the covers for a single. Score moves to 90 for 5. Edward, the last man out for 20 from 26. You got Clark is still there. And 12, Moody and 1.
Thank you, Moody. Keep pushing it.
Catch him now. Come, Moody.
So that was a full ball, and the batsman tried to turn it down the leg and get a top edge. Popped up for the keeper. So Clark has been out caught for 11. 11 from 12 balls with 1-4. Winners edition are now 92 for 5. Still need another 57 more runs from 21 balls. $92 for 6.
92 for 6. 92 for 6.
The new batsman is Clinton Lewis. That was a cheeky single there by Lewis, but he's off the mark. Pennant, who is a keeper who rushed for that ball, shies at the stumps but miss. Score moves to 93. 93 for 6. And that's another loud appeal for a full ball, but it seems like it pitched down the leg because it was a full ball. Batsman swings and miss. It was a loud appeal. Umpire says not out. End of the 17 over, 93 for 6. Winners edition. Still need another 56 more runs after three overs. Ultimate Masters would made 148 for 8 in 20 overs. So Spencer Bowl is second over for 12 runs with 2 wickets. Gary Pink, 4 overs for 14 runs. There should be a new bowler from the highway end. And the new bowler will be, I think that's Leslie Talbot. Outside the half stump, it plays down, the man coming off the boundary, and it could be a run out. What a beautiful throw. But it was in safely. That was hit down to mid-wicket, 1 bounce in the fence for 4. Score moves to 99-46. Winners edition. That one again was hit in the covers. The man coming off the boundary sends a bullet in back to the keeper that picks up a single. And now we're on three figures. 100-46. Swing and a miss there by Moody. That one played down to Langon. There's a fielder coming off the boundary. They get one, and they're coming back for the second from the misfield. That was hit down to cow corner. There's a fielder there. And he cuts it off, and they'll only get a single. So at the end of the 18th over, the score is 103-46. So 46 more runs from 12 balls. That one was played to the backward point. I guess the batsmen are just playing now for just to end the inning. Spencer's bowling, and he get a outside edge, beats the keeper for a single, another single. Swing and a miss. That one, it could be out, no. And he shied at the stump and missed. They could be getting another, and so while the excitement is just for the overthrow, (1-7-4-6). They're on the 19th over. That one plays down to mid wicket for a single. So with one more ball to go, the score is 108. So with one more over to go, the score is 109-6. Winners edition up against Ultimate Masters, who made 148 for 8. Clinton Lewis, who is on 10, and Ekbar Moody is an 8 from 9. Spence had bowled 3 over for 18 runs. Talbot had bowled just 1 over for 10 runs. So 1 more over for 40 runs. Talbot is still tweaking the field. You got swing and a miss there by Lewis. You got a man at the deep mid wicket, a man at cow corner. You got a man at long on, a long off, and a man who's doing the sweeping on the offside. A short third man, a man at cover point, a man in the covers, a short mid wicket, and 2 balls, 2 dot balls. That's a 28th over. There's a loud shout for leg before umpire says not out. That one played square of the wicket, should be just a single. Score moves to 1-1-0. Plays in the covers, but it was fielded, no run. Will sit down to long off, and that's the end of the inning. That's the end of the inning, and Ultimate had comes out on top. They won by 39 runs. So that's the end of the game. Ultimate Masters 148 for 8, Winners Edition 110 for 6, and they're 111 for 6. Ultimate won by 38 runs. Until then, my friends, you all take care, be good, bless.